The kingdom, we know a little bit about it because of verses 2 and 3 of chapter 6. We know it has something to do that it's future when Jesus comes back. But if you read through the New Testament, if you actually take Jesus seriously and listen to his sermons, he preached about the kingdom all the time. For Jesus, the kingdom was a present reality. It was something that was going to happen now, but it was also going to happen in the future. Kind of like you get a foretaste of it now, but you get the culmination of it in the future. Kind of like braces, you get a little bit of straightening here, but the culmination happens after you get rid of your retainer. If you've never had braces, that analogy just totally landed on you as if it was irrelevant, but you get a little bit of it now and a lot of it later, and Jesus is saying the kingdom is now, and the kingdom is now in the sense that the kingdom of God is the domain over which Jesus Christ rules as king. So God has a kingdom, and the kingdom of God is the domain over which he rules as king. So there's physical manifestations of that kingdom. The church would be a physical manifestation of the kingdom of God, right? What is the church? The church is a collective of individuals who have surrendered their life to Christ. They're saying that Jesus is king and I'm going to do what he says. And so there's a physical manifestation of the kingdom of God. If you're a believer, then the way you do sex, the way you spend your money, how you live in the workplace, what you do in your marriage, all of those are physical manifestations of you living in the kingdom of God, because the kingdom of God is the domain in which Jesus Christ rules as king. And so some places the kingdom of God is not moving forward, Las Vegas or something like that. But then there are other places in which the kingdom of God is moving forward, namely in the hearts of believers. And so what Paul is saying is that if you're in the kingdom, here's the deal: the kingdom of God brings with it certain moral conditions that require a radical transformation of values and behaviors in the life of the believer who lives in that kingdom. So you're a believer. You want to live in the kingdom? Here's the deal. The kingdom carries with it certain moral stipulations. And you can't live in the kingdom of God and at the same time live however you want, when however you want is living contradictory to the rule and the reign of God.